Hello everyone, Ace here, and today I have some good news. That being that Trump has just signed an executive order in order to prevent people from getting debanked over their political beliefs. Meaning that companies are not allowed to debank you just because you said a wrong opinion. Naturally, this is a massive win for free speech, but it may even impact the whole situation with regards to Steam and itch.io. What with them not being allowed to carry certain types of games anymore thanks to the efforts of Visa and Mastercard. Now, to be clear, the games themselves weren't really political, but even still they are protected under this executive order, specifically because the decision by Visa and Mastercard was itself a political decision done to appease a feminist activist group. In other words, the sale of these games was prohibited because Visa and Mastercard politically disfavors the games in question, even though those games aren't actually political. And as a result, even though they aren't political, they still are protected under the definitions provided through the executive order. Additionally, it is also of note that this executive order explicitly prohibits banking companies from having a reputational risk clause as an excuse to debank people, specifically because of how easily it has been abused. Adding a second reason to why this executive order effectively protects games on Steam now. For all practical purposes, this is very much a win. Donald Trump's executive order, even if it's not necessarily specific to gaming itself, is doing gaming as a media and as an art form a huge favor here. And while it still remains to be seen how companies are going to be reacting to this latest executive order, it is nevertheless a sign that things are starting to change for the better, and that the crony establishment figures, both in government and as well as in major corporations that have been trying to clamp down on everyone's rights, are still continuing to lose control over the situation.